My friends, my Dollar Bead Box came today. I got a box yesterday and then I get my Dollar Bead Box today. I cannot wait. Let's see what this month brings us. Oh, so fun. Okay, so I get the box and the bag. Okay, so first the bag. Hang tight, hang tight. August is all about golden glow and fresh green vibes, inspired by sunlit fields and it's packed with lush greens and shimmering golds. I'm so happy. More greens, more golds. Yes, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna set this here. Actually, I'll set it here. And then let's go through the bag. Let me put this up so that I can read what we have and so I can verify what we have. Okay, first, let's go through the bag. I'm super excited. So check fire polish. The bag is an add-on, okay? So the box is around $19.50 a month unless you do like annual memberships, and then it's even less, okay? But then the bag is an $8 add-on and it's so worth it, you guys. Oh, look at these. Oh, look at these colors. These aren't just greens and golds. These are awesomeness. These are the blue, green, gold, all the goodies all together. You know this is my vibe, friends. This is my vibe. These are my colors. My colors. So we have in, let's separate them. Oh, look at these. Okay, I'm super, super happy. I love teals. I love teal with yellow. I love champagne colors, and these are champagne colors. This is awesome. So here are the 4mm strands and the 3mm strands. So in the 3mm strands, we have green turquoise nebulous luster. So here is the green turquoise nebulous luster, I would assume, or maybe it's just this, but we're just gonna go through them because look at this teal, you guys, and look, the 4mm that comes that matches it perfectly. I love them. And these are that matte, super faceted, beautiful, beautiful strands. Beautiful strands. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we have here, these are like the champagne color. So let's see what these would be. These would be most likely the crystal half gold, no, or crystal yellow green. No, this is the crystal copper lined. Crystal copper lined. And look, we have that in the 4mm and the 3mm. Oh, look at these. You guys, these are a big deal. These are a big deal in any design. They open so many different options, and this is exciting. Exciting, exciting. So then we have, let's see here, in the 3mm, there is a metallic green iris. This has to be metallic green iris. Has to be. Or matte turquoise. This is matte, so matte turquoise. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love that, love that. Oh, and then this has to be the iris. Has to be. Hello. Why? Yes, yes, Amy. This is that metallic iris. Oh, look at all the colors that go through this. That is so much fun. So much fun. We have the blues, we have the teals, we have the kind of golds and bronzes going through them. That is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then, wow, these in the 4mm, huh? This is awesome. Look at these. You guys, these are all going to go together so beautifully. I cannot wait to see what came in the box now that I'm seeing what's in this bag. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color tone. Look at that. Just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what's in this box. Let's take a peek. Yes! Yes! Look at these guys. Oh, how fun. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look how fun. Look at the colors. Look at these leaves. Oh, and these matte. Oh, look at these together. Oh, this is so much fun. Okay, let me get this all sorted. Let's do this. You guys, wait till we go through all of this. It is super cool. And just remember, whenever we're going through it, look at these 3 and 4mm that we got. And I'm just going to put these all together so that you see this is all going to be so perfect. Look at these. Look at these. And look at these guys here and here, right here. See the crackling that's in there with that wash that's over them? Oh, I love them. Okay, so keep these strands in mind because if you thought of gorgeous, here we go. We are starting out with 10mm check glass daggers. This is pastel green rainbow. There's 25 pieces in here, and these are awesome. Awesome, awesome. I love how pale they are. I love that light color of them. I think they're gonna go so well with everything that is here in this box and with this bag. But then we have 7x18mm check glass peeled olives. These are matte aqua green. We get 5 pieces, and these are like that sea glass. Is that not gorgeous? Just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful guys here. I love these. This is super exciting. I love those anyways, and this color is just amazing, amazing. And then we have some 4mm melons. These are opaque, dark aqua green. We get 30 pieces of these. 30 pieces. Look at those. I love the matte. I love the matte. So often when we get these, they're not in matte and they have like a wash that's over them. I love that these are just very simply done, and beautiful. Beautiful. It's going to go amazing, amazing with this. And bring on the fire polish. 6mm here, check fire polish, teal half bronze, 20 pieces. And look at these babies. Yep. These are awesome. We are gonna have a blast. This is gonna be one of my favorite months of this box. I can tell already. This is gonna be one of my favorite months. I'm so happy. And if you thought I was happy before, we have drop beads. 4x6mm check glass drops in teal. There's 30 pieces here, you guys. I'm gonna have so much fun. I love, love, love drop beads. And actually, I think I have some drop beads now. I love drop beads. And I don't have any that's like this. Until now. Thank you very much, Dollar Bead Box. These are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I think those are going to be one of the first things that I use. Or maybe these. 4mm check glass cubes. This is alabaster with green lavender Picasso, 35 pieces. Look at these. These are gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I love that wash that's over these. I think that's perfect, and it goes perfect with these 3mm guys. Looky here. Aren't those super cool together? So this one has a little bit of that lavender in it. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm with you. This month is amazing. Now, okay, so these are all of our strands, okay? Let's bring these up because we have lots of goodness that's coming here. We have drop beads. I'm so happy. So we are starting out with an 18mm check glass vintage style heart. This is turquoise with a copper wash. We get 1 piece, and this is a stunner. Look at that. I love it. I love all the bumpies on the side. I love that wash that goes through it, and then you have that flower that's right in the center. Super cool. That's going to go with so much. And I saw these right out the gate. 11x13mm check glass maple leaves. This is white and green opal with a black wash. Now, I don't think I've ever seen things like this with a black wash, and this is just cool. Super cool. Look at these guys. They are so cool. I'm loving them. I don't have any that's even nearly close to what these look like, and this makes me happy. Happy. Look at those. Oh, look at those with this. Right. Oh. And then we have 4 pieces here. This is 9x12mm check glass tubular ovals. This is light aquamarine opal. Oh, look at the lines going through them. Oh, these are cool. Come on out of here, buddy. We're gonna play. We are gonna play. Look at those guys. I love those lines that go through them. Beautiful. I love those lines that go through them. And then this matches perfectly perfectly. 13 by 22 millimeter check glass twisted rectangle. This is light aquamarine opal, and we get one piece, and this is beautiful. Look at that. So you see here how it's got that twisted to it. Super cool. Super cool. And I have an idea. Yes, I do. But first, let's continue. 18 millimeter here. This is a check glass wild rose. This is pastel green with a gold wash. We get one of them, and I am super happy about it. So I love that this one has a gold wash and this one has a copper wash. So it allows us that variety, you know? Love him. Love him, love him. And looky here, 7 millimeters here. These are check glass turbines. This is opaque white with a turquoise wash. We get 8 pieces of these. And with all of these colors that we have. So here I am again. Where are they? Looky. They do so good with meshing all of their colors and just putting them in the perfect variety, but the perfect meshing, and these guys are lots of fun. Lots of fun. Super, super excited about them. Super excited about them. Those are one of my favorites, I think. Of course, these guys take the cake, no doubt. I don't know. There's so many things. So much good. And then we're coming in here with 2 of these 12 by 14 millimeter check glass starburst. This is opaque turquoise. Yep, we get 2 of these. I'm super happy about it. Look at those. Love those. Those are going to go perfect with these guys. Looky. And then hold on. And then these. Look at. And then I could just keep going. Never mind. I could just keep going with all of them. I could keep going with all of them. Happy about those. Love those. I love the little pops that gives because it has that little starburst pattern that's in it. Love that pop. And then we have some 8 millimeter check glass acid etched Drux. This is pastel green. And I love these. Love these. These remind me of little mints. That matte. I love them. How fun are those? Super cute. And I love that that's just that lighter color. It's going to help mesh in some of these other colors. So fun. So good. 8 millimeter melon beads. 6 of them. Light teal with the gold wash. I love some melon beads. Love them. And I'm just so loving these colors. I'm loving these colors. Look at this guy. And then look, if we pull him in there, look at that, you guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know I'm not the only one that's going to say this is one of my favorite boxes. I know I'm not, because this is amazing. And then 9 by 19 millimeter, we get 2 of them. These are check glass turquoise arabesque with copper wash. Wow. Wow. So see, we're bringing in that copper again. So we have the golds, we have the coppers. We have the shiny, we have the fire polish, we have the matte. What a combo. What a combo. Dollar Bead Box. What a combo. So good. And these are just super fun. 7 by 16 millimeter check glass 2-hole crescents. These are just crystal clear. 6 pieces of them. Fun, fun, fun. Look at these guys. Yeah, we needed a little crystal clear to mix in with this. Just perfect. Perfect. Beautiful guys here. Nice inclusion that we have here. Really good. And then definitely not least is our last. Check glass matte metallic mix. These are matte goldenrod, 20 grams here. And look at all of these shapes. This is so fun. This is so fun. You guys, I'm not waiting. I'm going to get this stuff lined out and we are going to do a design. Okay, man down. I'm going to get him. He's one of these little guys here. Let's have some fun. You want to have some fun? All right, let's get this stuff put up and let's design. Let's do it. Hello again. So I actually had a hard time trying to determine which design I wanted to go with. You know, I wanted to use those drop beads so bad, but they're for a bracelet. And I think I've made enough bracelets in a row that I need to move on and do a necklace before I go back to bracelets, which is probably what I'm doing next. And I'm probably using those drop beads. So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making a necklace and a pair of earrings. I'm really excited about this. We're going to do a little bit of wire wrapping with this. It's going to be stringing. And what I'm using from the box is I'm using this beautiful wildflower, this wild rose. Love that. I really wanted to pull in the light colors that came in the box this month. And so I'm also going to be using our check glass melon beads here. I'm going to be using these acid washed beads, which are so cool. I just love these. There's just something about them. Just the kind of matte that goes through it is just happiness, really. We're going to be using some of these that came in. I'm going to be using just the triangles that came in it. I have an idea with those, and I think it's going to be pretty fun. We're going to be pulling in the daggers, and we are pulling in some of those 4 and 3 millimeter that are, the amber color, kind of the bronze lined. And then what else I pulled in is I have just a few of these that were left from the box last month. And it was that mix that we got. And this color I just thought worked so well with what we're doing. And so I went ahead and pulled the couple that I have left of those. And I'm going to incorporate those in this design. I pulled in some bead caps. So I have some bead caps here. These little bitty bead caps here, those came from Amazon. I'll link those below. They came with silver, with bright gold. They call this rose gold, but it's more of a Casey gold, kind of an 18 karat gold color vibe. And that's what this gold is really reminding me of. A little bit of bronzy, a little bit of that 18 karat gold vibe. I really, really like it. Also, what I'm pulling in from my stash is these. This is all I have of them. And so I have ensured that I have enough for what I want to do in this design. And I'm pulling these little guys in, and they're just little micro faceted little rondelles, and they are adorable. Just adorable. I thought they went so well. And then these little bicones that we have over here, these metallic bicones, I get those from Hobby Lobby. And so this is what it comes in. And this is, I don't remember, it's a good price. It's just a couple bucks. And so here, these teal ones, that's the one that's empty here. And then I have the bronze ones that I pulled in from this. We're going to be incorporating those. I'm using some soft flex beading wire, and I am using the satin silver color in fine. And then I have some 22 gauge wire. So I have some cut to 3 1/4 inches, and I have others cut to between 2 and 2 1/4 inches, just somewhere around in there is what I'm needing for these guys. And then I have an extra piece up here up top that was just left over, so I figured, hey, I'll bring it in just in case it's needed. Now, I don't know what this wire is cut to. It looked about right to me when I eyeballed it. So let's see what I measured it to so that you guys know. So I have this to 6, 12, about 18. So I have 18 inches here. And we're going to have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. I'm excited about this. So let's get going. So I'm gonna set my beading wire to the side, and we're gonna work on the wire inclusions that we're gonna be doing today. So first thing I wanna bring in is what I'm gonna be doing for the focal. And so this guy is our focal, or part of our focal. And what I'm wanting to do with him is just kind of wire wrap the two sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out with wire wrapping one side. So we're just gonna do a little wrapped loop. So I'll come in here and do wrap loop on one side here. Up and over and around. And what I'm doing with this one is a little bit different than what I've done in recent past anyways. So I'm kind of excited about it. So we'll do a few wraps here. Trim him off. And I'm pretty sure I said, but this is 22 gauge wire. A lot of times I'll use 20, but for this is a dainty necklace that I'm wanting to do, just cutesy, dainty. And so I went ahead and went with that 22 gauge wire. Okay, so I'm doing a wrap loop on one side here. And so how I'm wanting to do this is, so yes, this is going to go through our focal piece. But when this goes through our focal piece, I want something coming down below it here that's going to be connecting. And I'm wanting to pull in some of these guys, some of these guys, and some bead caps probably. And then we'll just have it kind of lining the underneath of this. I thought that would be just cute, fun, different, and I just wanted something a little bit more with him for the focal. I just wanted him to be like embellished. So that's what I'm doing. So I have part of this wrapped loop going here. I'm going to set that aside, and let's work on what we're putting underneath of it, because it's going to be incorporated in with this wrap loop before I connect it, right? So I'm going to grab another one of these 3 1/4 inch pieces. And on this side, what I'm wanting to do is, I've measured this specifically. I'm going to need 3 inches of this. I have 3 1/4 just to give me a little wiggle room, but I know I'm looking at and I'm measuring for 3. So what I'm going to be doing here is on this side, and you want this to be flush cut, okay? So on this side, I'm going to be doing a little wrap. I'm going to come around a few times, okay? So when this comes up, I'm going to go woohoo to one side of it, okay? And I'm going to roll this a few times to where I have a nice 3 stacked on top of each other. You see those? And my opening, or my open part, is going to be towards the back. So what I'm wanting to string on here, or what I'm wanting to put on here, is I want to bring these guys in, and I want to bring these guys in, and I want to bring some of these guys in. So I'm going to do one of our little 3 millimeters, and then I want to bead cap these little rondelles, and I think it just looks so cool. These are little 4 millimeter bead caps, and then we'll just do every other. And so total, I think we're going to have 5 of these, if I'm thinking right. We'll see what it ends up with and see if I'm right. Okay, so let's do another one of these. And I absolutely love these little 3 millimeters that came in. They are so universal, and I love that they're not perfectly clear. You know, they're that amber color. They kind of pull in, whether you're working with the bronze or you're working with some gold, they're going to work out well. And you know, what you could do is, instead of using these that I'm using, instead of using these, you can use the 3 millimeters that's the teal that came in the box, right? That would work out just nicely. I just like the thought of this rondelle. So that's why I went with this guy here. Okay. Yeah, it will be 5 that we're going with. It's not going to be long enough, I can tell. Okay. This should be our last guy here. And then we'll end with one of these. So from here, I'm going to set this stuff aside. Get this moved over here. Bring these over a little bit here. And so I'm wanting to make sure that when I'm doing this wrap on the other side, that I'm looking the same as this guy. Okay, so this one here, I started from this front, went to the back, and then my starting point is on the outside, and I wrapped in. I want the same thing to happen on this other side. But what I'm first going to do is, I know that this guy needs to be center. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put my finger there where I know he's going to be center, and then I'm going to kind of fold up. And it's okay, you see this guy moved a little bit? That's okay, not a biggie, not a biggie. And I'm wanting to form it to this bead. So let's do this. Let's come in here. Let's pop him on. And that's actually what I should have done, right? Popped him on. Oh, here we go. Let's redo that. Let's get these guys back on here. They tried to take off running on us. Okay. so here's our last guy here. And then we'll go ahead and pop him on and round him around that wild rose. Okay, so we're looking here, right? And we're conscious that our wraps are going on the inside. Okay, so I started out here and the wraps went on the inside and I have those 3. So let's grab this. We're going to put this on like so. We're going to put him through our wild rose. Okay, and so what I'm wanting to do is bring this around. So I'm going to kind of hold on to it here. I'm going to bring this around. That way I know when I'm making my wrap on the other side that I am all set and ready. There we go. So he's going to look something like this. Super cute, super cute. I'm really excited about it. So let's go ahead and pop him off. And for this size, I have measured it. It takes 1 inch exactly for this size. Okay, so I'm going to come over here now and I'm going to measure. Yeah, right about 1. So we're good. So I'm going to come in here, and when I'm making this wrap, I know I'm going this way, but I'm bringing it inside. Okay, so let's come from this side. I think that's going to be the easiest. Okay, and so we're going to be wrapping towards me because that's how this one is, and we're going to be bringing that wrap on the inside. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so we're going here on the inside. I'm just giving those couple wraps. I'm just going to continue to wrap until it's over. Okay, so now come up here, make sure that we're about even. And it was a little bit shy of 1 inch, but we are good. We are good. You see here? I'm going to squish him just a little bit, just to make sure he's nice and put in where he needs to be. And that allowed me to bring him back a little bit further. And if you want to, on these edges, if your edges end up a little bit sharp, you can take just a little file those edges just a little bit, okay? So this should be the size that we're looking for. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to go into one side of this wild rose. And when I come out the other side, I'm going to just pop him in, back out. Cute, 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 right? Cute, cute. So now on this side, we need to do a wrapped loop, and I want it to be going in the same direction. So I'm going to come in here, grab a hold of this. We're going to make our wrapped loop. We're going to come in here and see how this guy wants to pop on the inside. It's okay. We're going to leave enough room to where he stays where he needs to be. So I'm just going to give a few wraps. We're looking for 3. Okay, we'll turn him up. And we'll cinch him down. Okay, this is what we're looking at. So this ensures, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, and that's perfectly, perfectly fine. What this ensures is that both of them have their own wraps displayed, right? If not, this one would stay in on this side and this would be wrapped all the way in. This way he has a little bit of room. This comes down on the bottom. That's adorable. So here's what I'm wanting to do from this, okay? So where this guy's at right now, bring him here. The way I'm wanting to connect him is I'm kind of wanting to come up like this, and I don't know if I want the triangle to be touching or if I want it open. I'm kind of leaning towards open. Okay, so we're going to use 2 of our small ones here. And on one side, I think I'm wanting to do a wrapped loop, and the wrapped loop connected here. And then on the other side, the top part, I'm going to do essentially what this is, just several twists. you know, several of those coils that's going to be connecting to our necklace itself. So let's start with the wrapped loop. So we'll come down here, we'll start that wrapped loop, and then we'll get it connected. And I'm saying that again to remind myself that I'm going to do that and I'm going to connect it. I'm terrible about it. Terrible. Okay, we're just needing a little here. And it's going to be a little. You see that? We're going to have just maybe about 2 wraps. Let's open that up. We're going to pop him on. And we'll close him up. Close him back up. I'm going to hold on to him and I'm going to give those just a couple wraps. I better come in with my needle nose because it's going to be small. Okay. So I'm going to come in here. Wrap him around. Grab him up, just as long as there's a good connection, and that we'll have. In all actuality, could I redo it? Yep, I'm good though. I'm good. Just bring him around that little bit more. Okay. Now what I can do is I can squeeze him. He's just a little video guy. There we go. Just something for that connection. And then we'll need to remember that on the other side. Okay, we're just going around like 1.5 times. See, so we have this little connection that's going to be coming up. And for these beads that I want to flow up, I'm looking for essentially the same thing. I think I want the same thing. And so I'm going to come in here. Let's make sure he's a little straighter. Let's straighten him out just a tad. There he goes. And so what I'm wanting to do here is, yep, same thing. So I'm going to come in with these. I'm going to start here with one of these amber colored. I will get a bead cap. Pop on one of our rondelles and bead cap it. I'm just wanting 2 of these rondelles on here. And the reason why I'm specific on the number on these rondelles is because I had to count them. This is all I have of them. And so I had to make sure, okay, if I wanted to use these, what would I do? What would I do? And then we'll end with one of these. Okay. So for the size that I'm wanting of this, I should have about a 1/2 inch up top. So let's measure out 1/2 inch. And I have just over a 1/2 inch. I'm going to go ahead and clip that so that we're even on both sides. Just a little baby bit would clip. And so from here, I'm wanting to be purposeful so that we're the same on both sides, right? So when I come up here to the top, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to make this wrap. I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to bring the opening on the inside. And I'm just going to wrap until it's done, okay? Because we know we'll have the same on the other side. So here we are here with how that connection's looking. That's how it looks when it pops up. Okay, or this way, if you want to do this way. There's that way too. And this one is just a little bit jagged, even though I flush cut it. So one sec here, let me get my file, because I am going to give it just a little bit of file on it. So I really like these files. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at Harbor Freight, you can get them anywhere. But they just really get in there. Just going to give a little file on him because he's a little pokey. There we go. Okay, I'll keep him to the side just in case we need him again. All right, so on the other side, I'm going to do that same wrap loop, and looks like from the size that I cut, you know, what I had left up here and that little bit of a loop that I had down here, I might want a little bit of bigger piece of wire, right? So how much is this wire? So this is just shy of 2 inches. Actually, I cut that a little off. Let me come in here and let me grab a piece of scrap wire. I have a scrap piece up there too. I want this to be a good 2 inches because just the size of our beads here, for just measuring the size of the beads, that is almost 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and we're wanting a 1/2 inch on either side. So I'm gonna cut this a little bit longer, I think. I'm gonna go to 2.5, just so that I know I'm good and I don't have to worry about running out at the end and redoing this. We'll put him up there with that other spare. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here, but we're still, because we wanna be the same as this other side, we're still just gonna have a teeny tiny little wrap, just teeny tiny little wrap. Okay, and this looks like a teeny tiny little loop that I made as well. So I wanna stay on the same size, that way they're even on both sides, right? Okay, but I wanna open him up and I wanna connect him. Okay, so if I'm wanting this to be on the back of that wire, let's just say it's this side, because I like that going away instead of coming to. Okay, I'm wanting this guy to pop on. I'm gonna close him up and give him just a 1.5 wrap. Bring him in. We'll go ahead and end him off so that way he's the same as this other side. So I'm going to go in from where I came from. Give that little trim. Make sure we're nice and straight here. I'm going to cinch him down. This is going to be a dainty piece. It's going to be elegant, dainty, cutesy. I like it. I like it like that a whole bunch. Okay, so we're going to be doing the same thing on this side. So we're going to come in here and we're going to start with these little guys. We're going to pop one of them on. Then we're going to come in with these guys. So then we will bead cap the rondelle. Oh, he didn't pop on there. Okay, we'll put one of our little crystals. Then we'll bead cap another one. We'll do another crystal. And then from here, I'm wanting 1/2 inch. So I'm going to measure. So I'm going to come in here, make sure these beads are all the way down. Come in here to that 1/2 inch mark. And clip him off. Okay, so now is when I want to take that look. So if this is over here, which way did I want that? Hold on, let me fix it. Yeah, because I want that wrap going away from me. Okay, so if this is on this side and the wrap's going away, then that extra wrap in the opening is on the inside. So I'm going to do the same here. Okay, so I'm lining them up so that I know they are the same. So here I know they're the same. Okay, so I'm just holding on to him. I'm going to come up to the top. I'm going to wrap away. And then, what did I say? Yeah, the opening is going to be on the inside. So I'm going to wrap away. And I'm going to wrap until it's done. See, that opening is on the inside. And I'm wrapping until he's done. Cinching him down, and this is what we're looking at. Okay. So we have these two guys up here. And they're nice and even. And this is what's connecting to our necklace. Okay, so let's put this up. And actually, before I put that up, I'm going to keep that down because I'm wanting 2 other little loops that's going to be connectors in this necklace. So let's set this guy aside. We'll be right back with him. And then we are going to come in and actually I'm going to use these. Yep, I'm going to use those. Okay, so I'm wanting a little further up from the necklace, another 2 loops or wraps that's similar to this here at the bottom that's going to be coming out. And I'm wanting both sides of them to be these, coiled, just like those. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go ahead and start that top, and this seems a little pokey, so I'm just going to give him a for sure that I know that he is flush cut. Okay, and so I'm going to come in here. I want these to be small. Okay, I want these wraps to be small, and it doesn't matter whether they wrap to the inside or outside. I just want them to be the same on both sides. Okay, so I'm going to come in here, give a wrap. Woohoo! I'm going to put it to the inside so the opening goes to the inside. And I'm going to put it just about there. Okay, just about there. So we have that 2, so that's going to be about 1/2 inch or a little over 1/2 inch. Okay, just those 2. It's going that way. So I'm going to come in here, and I want these to be a little bit smaller. I want 3 of these guys to be in here. That gives us just enough, right? Okay, so we're going to be doing the same thing. So let's bring in these. Come on down here, fellas. Your turn is due. And we're just going to be doing the same thing. So I'm going to pop this on. Definitely want to bead cap it. So we'll bead cap him. I love the colors in this month's box so much, you guys. This is so my vibe, so my colors. Love it so much. And so I have 4 designs. 4. So I was like, okay, which one am I going to do? Which one am I going to do? And then I was like, I want the drops first. I want to do the drops. But if I do the drops, then I'm doing another bracelet. And I think that's like 4 bracelets in a row. So I was like, a little more bead caps here. It's like, yeah, I may as well not do that. Let's get a necklace in here. And so then this necklace is just really fun. I really like it. Okay, so we have our 3 blue guys here. And so one of those is going to be the center. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, because I need this guy to be the center, right? And so I'm going to pop this up, being mindful that I want that guy to be the center. Okay. So that guy is our center, just like that. Just pop him up. So now I know that I'm needing about 1/2 inch, and I'm wanting my opening to be on the inside. So let's first get in here and measure it. Make sure all those beads are all the way down. Let's cut him at 1/2 inch. Set this aside. Okay, so I'm going to come up here. I did pretty small, so I'm just going to take a look. I went right about here. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the same thing right about here. I'm going to be making this wrap. So I'm going to be wrapping on the outside of this. Okay, so when this comes around, see, I'm going on the outside. That way this stays on the inside. And I'm just going to wrap until it's done. Okay, and they're pretty similar. I'm going to make sure that he's cinched back here so he's not poking up at all. I'm also going to feel him and make sure he's not sharp. Nope, he's good. So I'm going to make one more of those. Okay, so let's bring in this. Make sure we're flush cut. It's looking good. Actually, let's just cut it just in case. I know I have room. I'm going to come about the same where I was with the other one, right? Right about here. And I'm going to have that wrap go on the inside. We just had those 2 wraps, so it's about 1/2 inch. Straighten him out. We'll get these added in. So we'll add this guy, little bead cap, our rondelles. and then one more. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the same thing. Okay, I'm going to be popping this up because I want that opening to be on the inside and I want this to be center. Okay, so I'm going to pop this up. I want that guy to be center. I want them to be about the same. Hey, nice. Okay, and I know I'm going to be measuring this at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to come back in here, make sure those beads are all the way down. All the way down. Then we'll trim him up at 1/2 inch. Okay, once again, I know I want to get him set. So here, I've started here. Okay, so here, I'm going to start here. And then I'm wanting this open part to be on the inside. Okay, so when this comes around, whoops, I started to make that loop a little bit too big. Okay, he's going on the inside. I'm just wrapping until I stop, making sure that we're even. So now we have both of those. So now let's make the necklace. Let's make the necklace. Okay, I'm excited. So what I'm wanting to do here with my beading wire that I have, move these guys just a little bit so I don't end up knocking them. Oh, I had more out here. Amy. You guys should have told me. Hey, Amy, you already have it out there. Okay, so let's bring this down. And what I'm wanting to do, let's make sure these are the way I want them to be. And they are. Okay, so when I come through this first one, what I'm thinking as far as my size goes is I think here is where I want to incorporate these guys, or at least a couple of them, you know, a couple of them. So I'm going to come in and I think instead of doing the little guys, I think I'm going to use these big guys if it'll fit, okay? And fit meaning what I'm wanting this width to look like. So if I come in here, I grab one of these. Oh, I think I'm going to bead cap those. Yeah, let's bring those back down. You know, because I have plenty of bead caps now. Plenty. Okay, pop him on, bead cap him. Put another one of these in here. And then we'll look and see what our size looks like. But I think that's what I'm going for. Okay, we'll bead cap him. Then we'll do just one more of our crystal with the bronze lining. Whoop. Then we'll come through that other side. I want to make sure when I'm going through that other side, it's the way I want it to be going through, and it is. Oh yeah, looky there. Looky there. So here's what we're looking at for our focal. Super cute, super cute. I like it, I like it. I like it. Okay, so what are we doing from here? What are we doing from here? I think I want to pull these daggers in. Okay, and before I pull the daggers in, I think I'm going to do just another one of these bronze lined. Okay, so I'm going to do one of them, and then let's do 3 daggers. And these daggers are so fun, just like brios, they'll pop up, one will pop up, you know, in the middle. So we'll do 3 of these guys. Okay, I'll do another one of these. We'll go ahead and at least get that starting point on the other side, and then I'll bead bug that side. So I'll come in here, do that same thing, we'll pop one of him on, and then 3 of our daggers. And then another one of these guys. Now before I bead bug this, I'm wanting to get about my halfway point. So let's bring these up and marry those 2 ends. And we'll just bring this down so we know that when I am bead bugging it, that it's bead bugging in the right spot. So we're good there. So let's work on this one side. So here's what I'm thinking from here. I want to go ahead and incorporate as kind of a focal part of this necklace. I want to go ahead and incorporate these guys. Okay. And in the middle of these, I think I'm wanting to pull out some of our little bicones. These bicones are so much fun. They're so much fun. And there's a couple different like color variations in these bicones. I like the metallic ones, but you see how blingy they are. They really add a pop and design, and they were a really good price, and you know, came with all of those different colors. So I think on the outside of that, I'm wanting, and here's what I'm wanting to do. So here, let's look at these. See, whenever you look at these, it looks like one is kind of a bigger butt end and the other one is more pointy. I want the pointy to go towards this opening because I'm essentially wanting him to kind of snuggle in there. So if I put on one side of this, I want him to kind of snuggle right in that. See that? To where just part of it's popped out. And then on the inside, I'm wanting to also put one of those. So I'm going to come in here and I'm wanting, again, I'm wanting that pointier part to go towards our wrap. Okay, and then on the center, I think I just want one of these guys. So I'm going to bead cap him. So let's go in here and we'll bead cap him. Then we'll do another one of those little bronze. And then we'll adjust the spacing of this to match this, because I think that's what I really want. And then here, to make sure the point is going towards Amy. The point is going to go towards the inside of that wrap. So we'll snuggle these down. I'll bring this up and through. Okay, and we want to widen this. So not a biggie, we'll widen it a little bit. And then once we get it to where we're wanting it to be, I'll go ahead and just squish it until it's the size that I want. And here's what we're looking at. Isn't that so pretty? I just love that. I love how that just snuggles right in there. Okay, and I want to do a bronze again on this outside. And he's going to snuggle right in too. So it gives that little bit of a darker pop that goes through here. Fun. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And then I think I want to do just another series of these daggers right after it. So we'll do one of our bronze lighted crystals, 3 of our daggers. These are so much fun. And then another one of our 4mm crystals. So pretty. And so this is essentially what I'm looking at to be part of the focal. Okay, and so just to give you that look-see, since I'm on the side, right? That is going to be part of the focal. And isn't that cute? And actually, you know, whenever I cinch this up, the middle one will want to pop up, but I really like these just laid out like that. Maybe if I'm purposeful as far as how I'm cinching this and how tight it is, maybe if I'm purposeful enough, then these will stay like this. If one pops up in the center, fine, just fine. But I like that look. I really, really do. Okay, so what am I doing from here? Okay, so after this, I'm wanting to bring in some more of these little bicones, but I'm wanting to do some of these teal ones. These aren't just teal. These are like teal with like a bit of a gold. See that gold that goes through them? It's perfect, perfect for this. I saw those and I was like, oh yeah, you have to be incorporated here. I have to incorporate you, no doubt. Okay, and so I'm gonna do one of these guys. And then I wanna come in with these. So I'm gonna do a point side down towards that bicone. Okay, so point side down. And then I was kind of back and forth on whether I wanted something in the middle because I want 2 of these. Did I want something in the middle? You know, it would be fun. Yeah, let's peek at it. Let's see if that's what I want to do, because this might be cool. So if I do a bead cap facing down and a bead cap facing away. And if we put another one of these on there, let's see what that spacing looks like. Oh yeah, oh yeah, look at, that is super cool. Okay, I like that a whole bunch. I like that a whole bunch. Let's put a bicone on the other side of it. And then let's do one of our melons. Okay, and I want to bead cap that melon too. So let's grab one of our bead caps, pop our melon guy on, a bead cap. Oh, I really like that. Doesn't that just change it? I like that a whole bunch. Okay, then we'll just round that series out. So I'll do another bicone. I will do one of these pointed down. I'll do a bead cap going down towards it, a bead cap going away, and then another one of these guys. Oh, I love that. I love that. See, so it gives that deep pop because there's so much crystal going on here. Then you have that deep pop going on here. I really, really like that. But I do think I want to go back into crystals, and I want to do it with these guys. Oh, and that's what I got these out for. I thought that would be fun. Yeah. Okay, so whenever I finish these guys out, I need a bicone on the other side, one of these little bicones. So I'm going to put a little bicone on there just to finish that out. And then I'm going to come in with one of our bronze line crystals, one of our bigger bead caps for this guy. Yeah, that'll look good. I thought so. And these bead caps here, those are also that Casey gold color. It's the lighter gold, like the 18 karat gold color, you know. And I think just in between, we'll pull in one of those too. Okay, so in between, because I'm going to do two of these, I'm going to do one of our bronze lined crystals. Let me do this and see if it's going to be too much of a wide gap in the middle or not. We'll see. Let's bead cap this guy and put that other crystal on, and then we'll see. And if so, no, actually, I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's staying. So never mind. We're not going to check and see. We already have. And then I'll do another one of those crystals on top. Love it. Love it. And I think all I want to do from here is another series of this with the melon bead. So let's do that. Let's do that. So if I bring in another melon here, and before that melon, I want my triangles. Those are so fun. So, so fun. Okay, so I'm going to do one of our bicones, and then a triangle pointing down, and then we'll bring in our bead caps. Open side down, and then facing away, open side up. I'm a super fan. I'm going to talk about this the rest of the tutorial probably. I'm a super fan of this. I like that a lot. Let's bring in one of our bicones. And then we'll just bead cap this guy with a little bead cap. And then bicone. And then we'll come right back into this. So we'll bring in this guy, open side down, and then facing away with open side up. Another one of these guys. And then another one of our little bicones. So cool. That is so much fun, and I think it's beautiful. Just beautiful. That is what I was going for. That is what I was looking for. Love that. Yeah, love that. Okay, so let's do the other side. And actually what I'll do is let me knock out the other side, okay? I'll knock out this other side and I'll come right back with you, and then we'll get this closed up and we'll do the pair of earrings, okay? All right, so I went ahead and did this other side, and then at the top, I just went ahead and did our bronze lined with some of these bronze little bicones until we were at the tippy top. And so that ended up being 5 of these with those little bronze bicones. And so this is as far as I can take it anyways. So we're gonna go ahead and close it up. And after we close it up, we'll see what the size is and if we need maybe some chain from that point. So I bead bugged one side because this is to the top. This is to the top. Okay, and so we'll go ahead and close off this other side. And I'm wanting to be mindful again. I don't care if these end up popping up, but if I can keep them from wanting to pop up but still not have any gaps, I think it looks really cool with them just laying out like that, right? I just really like that. So I'm going to put our clamshell connector on. And then I will do our, oh, I'm at the top. We'll do our little crimp tube. Okay, so this guy, stay right there. I'm gonna do him to the top so that maybe we can get a little wiggle room on this other side, right? So I'm gonna cinch him off really well. And because I'm using fine, I'm just giving a little extra cinching here. Awesome. Oh, and I took some of his coating off. Make sure I didn't break him. Let's make sure I didn't break him. No, he's good. Okay, so I'm going to bring him up and close him off. Okay, so from here, I'm going to let this just kind of pull down, pull down, pull down, pull down, pull down to where I don't have any room, but I'm going to keep these guys all down and see if they stay. We'll see. We'll see if they stay. Okay, so I'm wanting it to be snug. Okay, there's no gaps going on here, but I don't want it to be too snug. Okay, so they're all laying like that. That looks good. I'm going to take that bead bug off. Let's put our clamshell connector on. Go down there, buddy. And then we will do our crimp tube. Okay, so I already know he's good. I know it's got enough wiggle room. It's not going to be too stiff. Woohoo! Ho ho ho! Did you see me save that? Did you just see me save that? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and crimp him down. I slipped off of him. Oh, I still slipped. I should have opened that. Let's open that a little bit more. Let's help me out here. Okay, he's crimped good. Okay, we'll trim him off. And we'll close him up. Okay, so now let's see where we're at. I'm gonna first put this on me. And yeah, I'm gonna want a little bit of chain, So let me get some good chain here. I think that'll match really well. I'm just wanting this for right behind the back of my neck. So I'm thinking about that much. And we'll measure it out. Okay, so we'll get our halfway here. Let's grab one of our little extras. Let's find the center of this guy. Oh, he still has part of that other link on it. Yeah, let's get that off. Oh, he's holding on for dear life. Look at that. Okay, well, we're just going to take that whole piece off. Okay, and then we'll come in here and find our center point. So we'll grab both of those ends. Bring that down and see if we have a center guy. Doesn't look like it. Let me do it again. Oh, we do. We have a center guy down there. This guy right here. Okay, so I'll clip him off. We'll close him up. I'm going to do just a lobster claw clasp for this. So I have one of those, and I have some jump rings. We need another couple jump rings. Okay, and then we will cinch this off and we will then measure it. So let's come in here. We'll grab this end. Connected. Okay. This is such a beautiful necklace. I am super excited about this. I'm super excited about the earrings too, because you know, I'm usually pretty boring with earrings. I don't know why. I've got to get better with that, but I'm usually pretty boring with earrings. But I'm really excited about these earrings. Really excited. Just pop him on this way, Amy. There he goes. Okay. Then put our connector. Now let's see what size this is. All I know so far is it's the size I'm going to want it to be based on where I want this to land. That's what I know so far. All right. Okay. So cool. And yeah, these guys are doing pretty good. They might want to pop up. That's okay. Again, that's okay. But I just think they look really cool like this, you know. Really cool. Okay, so let's see where we are on our length. So from here, we're at 6 to the top of that guy. Okay, so we're about 21 inches, and then the focal. So with the focal, we're looking at about 22, 23. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love that. Look at that. Okay, let's make a pair of earrings. Let's make a pair. I've already made one earring, and I actually started a couple little parts of the second earring just because it's the same kind of things that we've already done. So just to save a little bit of time. So let me set our beauty over here. But of course I'm going to be staring at it, so I want it to be all like exactly what I want. Yeah. So pretty. So pretty. I'm super happy about this. I love this, and I love this month's box. I love these colors. This is fun. Okay, so let's come out here, and this is what our earring will be. Well, hold on. Here we go. This is what I'm looking at for the earring. Super cute, right? Just super cute, not difficult, easy. It's following that same flow, so you see how it goes along with so well. Beautiful, love it. Okay, so what I've done is I've started this one and I've started these two, and I think I need a third, right? So this one goes through him, these two go to the top, and then I need a third for this guy. So I'll just use our extra just in case to make sure we have plenty of room. Okay, and so let's go ahead, and we know this is going to go in here, the connection to go down below. Okay, I want that connection to go down below. And it looks like I got out some baby jump rings too. A little more than I'm going to need, so gold and some Casey gold. Okay, so from here, I'm super happy. Just super happy. All right, so I'm going to come in here and we're going to do that same kind of wrap. Okay, so I'm going to come in, come to the top, and I'm just going to do the one that takes about a 1/2 inch. Okay, so just a couple little wraps, just like so, just like that. Okay, let's get this down. And then what I'm wanting on this is we're going to start with one of our little bicones that is the teal color, followed by the bronze. Then we're going to put 3 daggers on there. Then we're just going to end it the same. So we'll do the bronze and then that teal. And all we're going to need is about 1/2 inch on this side. So I'm going to measure that up. Make sure these guys are all down, but not too tight, right? Because they're also going to be bending at that point. Actually, I better do my bend first. Why don't I do my bend first? That way I know we are good. So how am I wanting this guy to go? Wanting this guy to go like this. And I want our 3 guys to be in the center. So I'm bending, being mindful that I want them in the center there. Okay, so then if I come in here, and then I'm not going to lose all my beads again. And I come in here, and ooh, I want him bead capped. So let's bring a couple of them in. So then if I come, hello little guy, there we go, here. Okay, hold on, here. Then we'll pop on that bead cap, then we'll pop this guy on, just to make sure that we are good with what we're looking for, and we are. Just super cute, super cute. Now, let me pop this back off. It looks like on the other one it's not so much of a V at the bottom. Okay, it's a little more of a U. So I'm going to bring that out just a little bit and then pop this guy up just a little bit more. That way we have more of a U at the bottom instead of that V. And now I'm going to measure. So I'm going to do my 1/2 inch. Okay, and on this one, our opening is on the inside. So I'm going to come up here. Let's see what size that is. Okay, so I'm going to come up here. And I'm wanting my wrap to go on the outside. And I'm just wrapping until it stops. Okay, so now we'll put this guy together. Oh, that wrap looks a little cattywampus. Yeah, he'll be all right. Yeah, he's good. Okay, so I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to grab a hold of this side. I'm going to put our bead cap, our bead, another bead cap, and then I'm just going to take him and I'm going to slide back just till I can't. Actually, let me open that just a little bit more and pop him through. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Then I'm just going to do a wrap loop on the other side. I'm going to have it go the same way. Okay, so I'm going to come up here. I want him to go in the same direction. Okay. One about the same size loop. So here we are. Just get that wrap loop going. We'll give a few wraps here. Love this. I'm gonna wear these earrings all the time. All the time. Make sure he's cinched down good. Oh, I got him right up under there, didn't I? Okay, so there's our start to the earrings. Okay, and these look like they're about the same. Good, good deal. Okay, so from here, we're gonna have the two sides going up. Okay, so I've already started the part that's gonna be connected with a jump ring, and the bottom is gonna be a little bit of a wrapped loop. Okay, so super simple. I'm gonna come in here, and what I am doing, it looks like, is we're doing one of these little crystals. We are going to bead cap one of our little rondelles and a crystal. Then we're going to connect that wrapped loop to this side. Okay, so also I'm being mindful when I look up there that I'm wanting it to be like so. Come in here and do a little bitty wrap loop. Let's open him up. We'll pop this on. Close him up. We'll give a few wraps until he's up to that bead. Yep, so we've got our 3. Cinch him down. Be easy with our little check glass bead guy there. Be very easy. Okay, now we'll do the other side. Okay, so from here, same thing. Grab him. We need a couple bead caps, looks like. So we'll bead cap our rondelle. Another one of these guys. Okay, so which side are we on here? Okay, looks good. So I want this going in the same direction. So I'll come down here. Same direction. Same direction. It's just messing with me. All right. Oops. Let's come up and over and back. Let's open him up. Pop him on. Close him up. And we'll just give that little wrap. Oh, he's a little big guy. Just a little big guy. There we go. Okay, trim him off. And then I'm just going to connect these two at the top with a little baby jump ring, little 4mm jump ring. Be real careful when we're cinching here because we don't want to break that bead. Okay. Then we'll these guys up. They are going to be connected together with a jump ring. So let's grab one of these little baby jump rings. Let's pop them on together. Whoop. Okay, so now when I'm doing this, I want to make sure that they aren't locked up. Okay, so grab this guy here. I'm wanting from the other side. Come here, little guy. Okay, let's point it up. Pop on here. Bring this guy up as well. Oops, get them connected. Woohoo. There he goes. Snug fit. The other one was too. I should have done a bigger jump ring. And get them connected. Woohoo! By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I did indeed. Okay, and then we'll just pop on our lever back. And that's it. I hope you guys like this. Design number 1. I have more in store. You just wait and see. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love these guys. Love this box. If you guys have never gotten a Dollar Bead Box, use my code listed here. Definitely do. It'll get you some savings. $2 off your first box. It's ACC2. $2 off your first box, and you know, you just can't go wrong. And I'll tell you, I get the box and the bag. Absolutely the way to go. The bag is beautiful because it's those 3 and 4 millimeters that match the box, you know, and I love them. I love them. And look at this beauty. Thank you guys for being here with me today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.